Welcome to 108 Gate, where there's a tone, there's like an undertone. This is it's kind of flip-flopping, so it's a vibe of being calm and steady, but then also there's a vibe of things being manic and rushed. So it's getting that harmony between the two, to strike that perfect chord, to get that perfect note, the harmony between and I don't mean the harmonies in like there, I mean the harmonies in like the two. So it's not necessarily about balancing to get to the middle, it's about balancing to make sure that, okay, if this is going up, how do I compensate, how do I support the madness or the chaos going up, and then stay extra calm here, but at the same time, when you need to be calm and you are extra calm, and then the chaos is less, just utilising that. And then also sometimes we need to understand when to bring in some momentum. So even my voice is feeling very monotone, it's feeling very still on some level, but the way the words are wanting to come out is feeling very pushed and forced. Not forced as in forcing it to happen, more so forced as in like it's got to happen. There may be some avoidance of some words. That's the vibe we're going with. So going forward. And I felt really important, it was really important to have these particular cards today. So Tarot of the Dream Enchantress. And we've started off with gratitude. Be thankful for what is good now. Be thankful for what is good now. So the things that are requiring your attention, the things that are requiring a bit of extra oomph, a bit of extra power behind it, not begrudging it, seeing it as, well, if it is beneficial for you and it is good for you, then seeing it as, at least now I've got some power behind opportunity. I've wanted to have power behind, and then if it's not moving the way you want it to, then just taking the ease of that and just letting yourself know that, okay, maybe this is a time where something's gestating, or I have to take a bit of a break, or I have to take this slow. The incorrect decision has been made. Maybe I have to just stop, take a seat, and understand, right, why are the decisions aligning, not aligning. Again, remembering a few readings back, those of you new to the channel, welcome. A few readings back we had the difference between alignment and realignment. Essentially misalignment also, that means. Right, okay, so I've got two out here. Okay, so going forward, to be on top of things, to be having that perspective from the top, looking down, going through it, to have that assessment, that alignment, looking down into the situation, onto a space, into a space, or even coming out of a space, to just kind of reassess where is oneself in relation to. This is usually the correct way up. It'll be this way. She's coming in different directions. Right now she's this way. She's beginning to get a better perspective of things, beginning to understand more of what is available, more of what is actually beneficial, and more of what is required, wanted, things like that. Therefore, it's easy to make some assessment of what should stay, what should go. Yes, we sometimes have reoccurring themes, but again, it's a reoccurring theme from a different angle. For example, if we use sports again as an analogy, you may have a tennis match, but it's not the same tennis match. It may even be the same players, but it may be a different tennis match. It may be a Formula 1 race, but it's not the same Formula 1 race. It may be in a different country, it may be in a different climate, it may be in a different I don't know, order of going into the race, but it's still maybe the same people in the same race. Things are shifting and changing. So if you get that idea, and that even if things look the same, or they look familiar, or they look similar, they're not. That's when you can get the opportunity to let things shift and change easily. Therefore, your emotions can become more fluid. This is important because I just want to bring in the notion of what's been coming up really strong, and now it seems appropriate. I was talking to someone, a professional, a few days ago, and her perspective and her message also that was going out was, if something's taken a long time to be created, such as anxiety, stress, whatever, it's going to take even longer to get rid of it. I don't agree, because we have the tools such as self-awareness. We have the tools such as Reiki and alchemy and other things, even feng shui. Like, if there's certain things that you know are not good for you in your home, why not just put it by the door, see if it's going to stay or go. If you can't get rid of it straight away, at least let the anxiety from letting it go or whatever go, and then see if it's genuinely, sincerely meant for you to stay in your home. The feeling here is that the emotions don't have to be, it took a long time for it to form, therefore it's solidified, therefore it's going to take a long time for it to go. This is on the 3D level, possibly, because, for example, if someone is, this is just an example, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a trained health practitioner or anything like that yet, but if someone's aiming to reduce their weight and they put it all into muscle, it's more difficult because that muscle has been solidified to let go of the muscle than it is to let go of fat on the body. Therefore, from what I understand, from what I've experienced, from what I've seen others experience, the fat has to be reduced and let go of first in the body before it can be toned. Otherwise, all that fat becomes a toned. Correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But it's that kind of feeling of, just because something's taken a long time to accumulate and become solid in the emotion, it doesn't mean you can't zap it with some Reiki, you can't evaporate it with some alchemy, and that those shifts and change can happen just as quick, if not quicker. It's all in the power of the mind. This is the difference of the 3D workings and the other dimensional workings. When you're going with the other dimensions, yes, it's going to have to filter through your body on some level. If you're holding it in your cellular memory, if you're holding it in your flesh, if you're holding it in your bones, if you're holding it in your DNA, it is going to impact you in that point. Yet, doesn't mean you can't utilise certain tools, certain approaches, certain awarenesses of moving things along differently, moving things along quicker. So instead of being stuck and held at any point, you can glide through. I want you to see that picture again, it's gorgeous. You have the ability to glide through. Give yourself the permission. You can glide through. It's not going to be easy. Didn't say it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean it's impossible. Oh wow, lots want to come out. So we're going to just have those because there was lots trying to like push out. So we have the 3 of Cups. Celebrate where you are achieving something. Celebrate where you have let go of the nonsense of other people. Let go of past thoughts, beliefs. Celebrate that. At least I'm not doing that same pattern as I used to do before. I've moved on from that. Acknowledge that. As you acknowledge that, you're going to see more things come to light that's available to you, that has been available to you. And your emotions will flow where you want them to. So if you flow towards this beautiful cup that's been offered you that you haven't yet been able to see, where is it? What is it? What are my opportunities? Where are my opportunities? I'm receptive to receiving my opportunities. Utilize it and go for it. There's nothing stopping you. Page Serpent, seeing the different value of things, seeing a different value of that cup. You may be looking at that cup right now as if it's a hindrance. You may be looking at it as if it's a burden. Figure out what the cup is, or where are my opportunities? Where am I not seeing where am I not seeing my blessings? Gratitude was the first card that came out and did not want to move. Before I even started, it just basically like, right there. It's like, okay. Be thankful for what is good now. What opportunities are here to you now? What is that stepping stone to get you to the next level of your own personal emotional evolution, emotional well-being, higher emotional intelligence? When your emotions flow with ease, you're going to be able to bypass so much what would have taken longer. So I'm coming to the very end of my hypnotherapy qualification, and it's been a journey. I was always skeptical of it. I was always there's lots of things I'm trained in doing, such as ancestral clearing and Reiki and things like that, Kundalini Reiki, but I'm not really warmed to hypnotherapy. Part of the longer, bigger picture that I'm working on, it's mandatory for me to do the hypnotherapy, so I was kind of forced into doing it. It took me a while to not resent it. It took me a while to see that actually this is somewhere that I'm resisting it. Let's go with it and see what I'm going to get from it. I've got to do it anyway. It's a benefit from the experience. Now I can see where the value is. Now I can see the difference between the commercialised hypnotherapy and why I did not like it before, and the actual hypnotherapy as a trained, qualified practitioner. Going that way. Wish me luck. I've got my finals next week, so I'm kind of hence being a little busy, hence being a bit not doing as many short and long guided meditations yet, but it's knowing that I will get time to do it. I will have time to do it. Just the priority right now is to do this. Celebrate having done through the whole year. It's like literally 12 months solid it's been. That commitment is put in, that commitment's done. Go through next level. Now what are we going to do? What things have changed? From that change, celebrate the changes that have occurred. Therefore, see more opportunities that are available. Let the emotions flow. Let the emotions flow with gratitude. Let the emotions flow with gratitude, and then the new perspective from more and more gratitude. As the gratitude grows, you'll have more perspective of what's available. Open heart, open mind. Open heart, open mind. This is a gorgeous reading. There is going to be that fluctuation between what feels like chaos and calm. Master it. It doesn't have to be in the middle for this reading, which is not something I always say, but this is literally about mastering. Sometimes it's chaotic, sometimes it's calm, especially when we have other people in our life. We have a family, we have friends, we have this, that and the other, employers, employees, colleagues. There is that chaos and calm. Ride it. You learn your skills, your strengths, your weaknesses, so you can strengthen your weaknesses and utilise your strengths. And is it really a weakness, or is it just something that's now become a strength for you to understand and utilise and empower yourself even further? It's all about the mind. It's all about the psychology of it. It's about the connection with the psychology and the emotion. Have fun with this. It's going to be a goodie. So, for now, peace and love.